live.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's 11 a.m. so it must be Licata Live. Exactly. This is David McPherson and my co-host for today is Katie Blocker. Welcome to Licata Live on a slightly rainy, which is good to see here because we need some rain, and we do need some rain in the lake to fill it up a little bit, which is good. So thank you for joining us for the next 10 minutes or so. We've got a few things to cover with you. Probably one of the number one things and events that's coming up for this weekend is a group that I'm involved with on the board of Low Link. And the Low Link group are having their annual charity walk here in Lake of the Woods, and this is one of our major fundraisers for the year, and it's still an opportunity for people to register. We do have a sign up in our window here at the office, but you can also go to lowlink.org, and it's LOWLINC. Okay, I can never remember it.
It's with a C.
It's with a C. It is with a C. And you can register, and if you like to walk, or if you just like to make a donation, that Low Link would appreciate that. And just a quick piece of information about what Low Link does. It's part of a group of villages across America, and these villages are charitable organizations made up of volunteers and members. And the whole focus of Low Link is to allow individuals to, as they have age, get rid of that, and it allows them the opportunity to stay in their homes and age gracefully without having to move in with kids in another part of the country or to have to go to assisted living. Lots of things are done by the volunteers. I think currently in Lake of the Woods with our village, we have close to, I think it's 250 members, but we also have well over 100 plus volunteers, which is super. And it involves taking people, picking up their prescriptions, driving them for groceries and stuff like that. There's a fee for joining it as a member, but the number of activities that go on, there's usually between 10 to 20 activities every month, which includes taking people to music festivals or to baseball games. And we have our own bus, which some of the volunteers drive and take them out to wineries and stuff like that. So it's really good. It allows people to enjoy the home that they've lived in for many years and stay in. So anyway, big event this Saturday. We'll be there. Licata group will be there. I think we're going to have our own little table, maybe some free popcorn. I understand what we're going to be doing with our popcorn machine. And so we hope to see some folks out there for that. So.
And what are the times again?
The times, so 11 till 2 for the walk, and just to stop by and meet some of the people involved and so on. We'll be there setting up a little bit before that and so on. So keeping our fingers crossed for no rain on Saturday. Yes. But rain or shine, it's going to go on. The only time it stops is if there's lightning and thunder. It's a safety issue. So you have another. We were talking earlier about the another event that we're going to be not hosting, but we're going to be setting up with the food pantry. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So about a month ago, we invited in some of our friends from Duffy's Pantry. It's a local food pantry. They do a lot of great work. And we decided to partner with them. Coming up for this holiday season, we want to be a drop-off location for them. So more details to come, but here in the coming weeks, you might, if you stop by our office, you'll see a collection box for them. So we hope to be able to help provide food to people in need throughout the, this holiday season.
Yeah, because we're not far off from the holiday season at all, and it is a time where it
comes up quickly.
It does. So it's good to help folks, and it's surprising how many people actually need it at this time and so on. Yeah. So that's good. We have our own little event over at Wilderness Winery, which you should be seeing some information about coming up, and that's close to Halloween.
Yes, so that's going to be the Saturday before Halloween, the last Saturday in October, but that should be very fun. There will definitely be prizes, giveaways, some raffles, and wine. So
That's
yeah.
always good.
Yes. So come see us.
And actually, where we do it at Wilderness Run, they also have a brewery section as well. And there'll be some food trucks, and we'll have some pumpkins there for the kids to carve and paint and stuff like that.
Maybe some little trick or treat goodies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of the fact that at the point here in Lake of the Woods, there's the big candy Halloween night giveaway, and everybody, because Lake of the Woods, it's not everybody can come to the point at Lake of the Woods, and we, along with a number of other folks, are set up to give out candy to the kids and see all the kids' costumes and stuff like that. So that's always fun as well. So so there's actually quite a bit going on as we kind of roll through September and into October. And so I guess one of the things we should just touch on is there's an awful lot of anticipation going on for tomorrow's big announcement from the Fed as to what they're going to do with mortgage rates. We actually have seen, because there's been so much murmurs about the fact there is going to be a rate cut, that a lot of the lenders and banks and so on have gone out ahead of this. And so we've seen some rates drop, and this morning's rate watch that I saw from our friends at Movement Mortgage said that it was down to 30-year fix was 6.002 or something. So it's almost come into the fives, which is which is exciting, because that's a lot of pundits have been saying that if we get into the fives, and if we can even get into the sort of 5.5 to 5 3/4 range, that this will potentially see either more buyers, which would be nice to see, but also we may start to see an uptick in inventory, because we're still very tight on homes available, and people have just been sitting, not really looking to downsize.
Sure.
They thought, well, I'd like to get out of this big house, but I can't do it. Doesn't make sense right now with the interest rates the way they are. And then on the other end, you've got people saying, well, yeah, we've added 2 kids in the last 3 years, and we really do need a bigger house, but we can't do it because the interest rates are so high. So people are expecting tomorrow to be at least a 1/4 point cut, but then they're also talking about another maybe cut before the election, which that might also drive a little bit of activity. So we were also talking about the bubble, around this area, and you've lived here probably longer than I have, because I was out in Chicago for a while. So we want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we are very fortunate in this area, just being so close to the DC metro area, that a lot of these economic changes that really negatively affect other areas of the country, they certainly affect us here, but we're a little bit more protected, just with all of the government jobs and military presence in this area. There's always people coming and going in need of housing. So we really are in a very good spot.
We were talking about the fact that people get to the point of retirement and retiring out of the federal government or out of the military in this area. It doesn't make a lot of sense to not take your pension, not take your Social Security, not get on with enjoying life after a long career, whether it's law enforcement, federal government, or military order. So that does create people coming out of Northern Virginia and Southern Maryland and coming down into Central Virginia. I think you get some people, we were talking about this, that were saying, well, when I retire out of DC in this region, I want to go far away. I want to go to the mountains, or I want to go to the beach, and so on. And so some people do that. Other people say, well, I'm retiring now, but my kids have already started jobs in government positions here in the region, and I don't want to go too far away because there will be grandkids coming along. So that's what makes this sort of little bit of a bubble, and a little bit of a market that doesn't get impacted the way you were just saying, Katie, for the rest of the country. So we're lucky in that regard, and it's good for homeowners in that regard, because we don't seem to see the ups and downs in values in real estate and so on. So that's good. So anything else that you wanted to cover?
Well, I wanted to thank everyone who came out to our
Yes.
Licata Group Team Properties reveal last week.
Yep.
The team just finished a new renovation project. It's beautiful.
It is.
So last Thursday we invited some folks out to take a little preview of the home.
Yeah.
So that's actively available for sale. Anyone who didn't make it out last Thursday who would like to tour the home, give us a call at the office. Any one of our agents would love to give you a private tour. It's right here in the lake. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, fully renovated.
It's an all brick house.
It's a great house.
Yeah, it's an all brick house. There's no siding on it, and it's got a brand new roof. And you know, we put a lot into this one. It's got a 2-car garage. Yep. There's a nice turnaround driveway, so it's got great parking. It's closer towards the back gate, so even Lakeview Parkway, which can be a little busy at the front gate, but towards the back gate, it's nice and quiet. And it's actually got quite a good sized yard with a deck and everything on it, which was a surprise. So, for those of you that don't know, we've done, well, Pat and John have done a lot more, but in the last 3 years, we've done, I think, 4 of these houses, which are, well, they're flip houses. We buy them and we do work on them and then we sell them again. But basically, what we feel we're doing is 2 things. We're trying to improve the lake, some of the smaller houses and older houses, bringing them up to spec for what they should be in the lake. But we're also creating an opportunity amongst our team here at Licata, the Licata Group, and whether you only put a couple of bucks into it or whether you put a larger sum of money into it, everybody's got a little bit at stake in the project, and it's like a team building event. So it's good fun, and it's great when we all come together when it's all finished, and we have a little wine and cheese and meet some of the neighbors who, you know, used to look at the house before it was the way we've done it. And so it's overall it's a nice, good, warm feeling for the lake, for ourselves. And as Katie said, it's available for sale right now, and happy to show it. Because of the fact it's in the lake, and we've got quite a few of us that live here, at the drop of a hat, at a moment's notice, we can get over there and open the door to let anybody that's interested see it. So I think that's it for me. Have you got anything else? No? No. All right. Well, thank you again. Thank you, Katie, for joining me and helping. And we'll see you again next Tuesday at 11 a.m. for Licata Live. Yep. Take care.
Bye.
Bye now.